Hello and welcome to another episode on my YouTube channel Coinring Factory Saar. My name is Marcel Bernardi and I'm the coin ring crafter behind this brand. In this video we will talk about sanding. Sanding is a really important step of crafting a coin ring, and there are different methods, different evolution steps that you can take as a coin ring crafter when it comes to sanding, and I will show you the three that I went through. Okay, so let's start with the first one. There was a time at every coin ring crafter's career where he or she made their first coin ring, and usually you don't have tools at that time. Well, not many, and especially not some to sand. So you got your piece of sanding paper and you got your coin ring. And what you did, you just rubbed it over. What I did, sometimes I made a little 8. Or I went up and down. Right. What you want to do is you want to wear a mask, because those tiny bits that are rough at the sandpaper, they might fly off and you don't want to breathe those in. So you want to wear a mask, and or you want to wet the sandpaper. Put some water on it and then sand. I think there's also a special wet sandpaper, so yeah. But so this is a rough grit, it's an 80. First step, you you make it flat, but then you still have the scrapes from the 80 grit sandpaper, the scratches, and then you go to a finer grit. This is a 400 grit, and then you do the same, up and down, 1/8, and that is totally fine in the beginning, right? But if you have to make 20 coin rings, this will at some point it will hurt your hand or your arm, right? And it also takes a lot of time. That's when I went to the second evolution step of sanding in my coin ring crafting career, which I will show you now. My next step when it comes to sanding my coin rings was to use a rubber mandrel. I got it on Etsy from the US. I'm not quite sure how the Etsy shop's name is. I will put a link in the description. So it works like that. You got here, this is a rubber mandrel. Won't focus. Won't focus. Okay, so this is a rubber mandrel where you can put the ring onto, right? Put it on there. Okay, you make sure it's even. Then you take a screwdriver, you tighten it up. Okay, then you put it into your screwdriver. Okay, so now you can push and sand, like we saw before. I got an 80 grit sandpaper, I got a 400 grit sandpaper. I cut those into little squares so I can put them in half and then do it like this. Yeah, works fine, works totally fine. You get a round edge. Yeah, that's so much easier, so much better, and gives you a lot better look than sanding on a flat surface on the sandpaper itself. 400 grit. Okay, so that was the second step of how I sanded my coin rings. Now the next one, and the one I use currently, and I'm so happy with it. Okay, so this is my belt sander. Got it off of eBay and works great, so good. This is 80 grit and this is 400 grit sand. Those are belts, right? And how it works, you put it on. Here you can decide how fast the belts turn. and then you just hold it onto there, and since it's always turning, it takes off the material, first the 800 grit, and you get a wonderful flat surface. So if it's not even, you can sand it even in such a short amount of time. It's incredible. And then when you got it all even, you go to the 400 grit and you make it all shiny, and it's so good, works so well. You definitely want to wear gloves, because if your finger goes in there while it turns, that's not good. And yeah, that's the method I use. I might just turn it on for a second, and of course I wear protective gear for that. So just for you to get an image how it works. Then it's all nice and shiny, and I really love it. It saves me so much time. It's a game changer. If you make a lot of coin rings, get yourself one of those. It's definitely worth the money. I try to put a link to it in the description box, but you have to get the belts separately, and you have to put them together. I will make an extra video on this tool. Okay, so this was it for this video. I hope you got a little inspiration of what you can do. You saw a new method of how to sand your coin rings. You might got inspired to improve the quality of your coin rings. And yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you have any improvement to this video, put it in the comments. If you have any tips on some of the methods, put them in the comments. If you didn't agree with me, put that in the comments. Yeah, we're here to have a little discussion. And yeah, if you liked it, press the like button. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And then, well, I would say see you in the next video. Bye!